We're on page 70 of Masechet Avodah Zara, making fantastic progress. I'll be honest with you, I'm actually in a line at the moment waiting for the shopping, so I thought what a place now to share some words. Within regards to today's page of the Gemara, we're talking about soldiers and Jewish wine. That's the topic we're talking about inside the Daf over here. Just and very interesting, we see according to the Mishnah on today's page of the Gemara, when something called a boleshet, an army unit, entered the city during a peacetime, let's just say in of itself, we are concerned about open barrels of wine over here. This is something. Why is the question over here? Open barrels of wine, army, during a peaceful time, but not about closed barrels of wine. So if you've got an open barrel of wine, it's a problem. But if it's a closed barrel of wine, seemingly it's okay. Now during wartime, we rule, let's say, that all barrels of wine are, let's just say, in what's called permitted at that point in time when it's during wartime, whether open or closed. That's a specific rule in of itself inside stating in today's page. Since we assume that the soldiers will not have the time for libation to their, God forbid, to their gods, since they are occupied with their fighting over here. Now, the term boleshet is related to the Hebrew word balash. What is a balash? It is a detective in modern Hebrew. A balash is indicating, let's say, a close, careful search. Now, a boleshet also, therefore, refers to a group of people, of soldiers or policemen also, shotrim, as they say, who have come to engage in a search. They're coming to search something specifically. They might have their right to do that. For people to arrest, if they have to put someone under arrest, that is going to be the license over here. Or let's say they are looking to arrest people, or they're searching for smuggled or stolen goods. That's another thing, or etc. Now, the mission allows the groups to enter anywhere they choose and open wherever they want, even during a wartime, or milchama, as you can say also. Now, the great commentator, someone named the Ra'avad, is going to weigh in here and explain that even during peacetime, the boleshet has blanket permission to eat and drink from the possessions of the local populace. They've got that, let's just say, that right, that luxury. So we must assume that they have taken wine over here, because this is how it kicks in over here. If the barrels were closed, however, there is no concern that the boleshet itself opened them and then closed them, since they have nothing to fear if they just left them open over here. There's nothing to worry about over there. However, according to the Mishnah in today's page of the Gemara, the soldiers do not have the time to offer libations. They don't have. So even open barrels of wine are going to be permitted over here. Nevertheless, should all be concerned that the non-Jewish soldiers touch the wine when they took some drink. They want to drink, and they might have taken some wine over here. That's a problem. Non-Jewish soldiers, Gentile soldiers over here. Now, the Rabbeinu Yonah, he's going to argue that the rabbinic injunction forbidding, let's say, wine that was touched by a Gentile is limited to situations where there is at least a possibility over here that, God forbid, an idolatrous libation may be offered. Therefore, in a case, we might have we're talking about this specific case over here. So therefore, in a specific case where the concern about libation is removed entirely, let's just say, like a situation where the soldiers are engaged in battle, no rabbinic injunction would be enforced. Now, we don't have to worry over here because they're going to be busy at war at this specific time. So we're not going to be worried about opening or closed barrels at that stage in time. We've got that, let's say, room to maneuver that everything. That seemingly that will be okay over here. But we've been speaking about already, we've only got 1 week left till the grand siyum of the Daf Yomi here of Masechet Avodah Zara, which is absolutely phenomenal. And it's been like an encyclopedia over here. We've actually encompassed over here of all different kinds of situations that can occur within regards to idol worship. God forbid someone's going to do idolatry. We've been talking about if you make a pile of rocks, for example, and then you throw it, that could be problematic. What if people worship mountains in those days? What if it was various different kinds of foods and oils, so on and so forth? And today specifically, we're talking about wartime with regards to barrels of wine, because we talked about yain nesech in previous pages. If a Gentile would touch a specific wine, what problems can actually arise within regards to that? And we've encompassed all of that already inside these pages over here. So very, very interesting. Now, friends, we're a community here. We are learning every single day a daily tidbit of the Daf Yomi. We've already covered more than 3 years worth. We've done about 1,000 pages already on this series, which is a phenomenal achievement. When we started, I think it was back in May or June of 2022. Here we are now, we're about to approach September 2025 now. So we've made phenomenal strides, phenomenal progress over here, and we're going from strength to strength at the moment. Fantastic feedback from everyone. And we are coming to the climax of Masechet Avodah Zara. One thing I like to do when we're doing these videos is, I think it's very, very interesting to go to a different location every day. We filmed all over the country. We filmed inside the Kotel, we filmed in different parts of Jerusalem, Bet Shemesh, done it in my house also, some of the videos. I've been doing it all over the places. Here I am actually in Oshira, the popular supermarket, here in the city of Bet Shemesh, waiting in line, so I thought why not do it over here. So we try to go to different locations to film, to make things interesting, and to inspire also. So don't forget to join the channel. If you feel anyone's interested in watching these tidbits every single day, feel free to share to other people also and help. We're going from strength to strength and the community's getting larger and larger. And we're going to go on. If you want to drop a comment in, tell me what your favorite Masechet is, for example. We also, on this series, we don't just record videos on daily tidbits of Daf Yomi. We tour all over Israel in different places. We have a great Jewish personality also, that every single day we get to try to inspire Am Yisrael with different Torah thought or wisdom connected to Judaism. Also, we're doing a rabbinic series where we are learning the history of great Ottoman rabbis of yesteryear, great North African rabbis, or Spanish rabbis. And we've already covered on that score about a good 1,200 rabbi biographies also. So absolutely phenomenal over here. And just recording this here from the city of Bet Shemesh, just live here in the supermarket of Oshrad. Wishing you all a good day, safety for Am Yisrael, and just good times. And thanks everyone for watching. Thank you.